I hear you. Come now. You are not the first to attempt to invade my lair, nor will you be the last. Oh, you'll have to be stealthier than that, my dear. You're awfully noisy, aren't you? Come. I know you're here. Or would you enjoy a little game of hide and seek? If the mischievous little thief wants to play a game, then who am I to deny them? Though they are foolish for it. You challenged a skilled predator after all. You are but a lamb. Coming here, you have thrown yourself to the wolves. You do realize this, don't you? Still, it's not often that I'm given the chance to be entertained within my own abode. So I'll indulge you for a bit. Do your best, little one. Try your luck and see if you can hide from me. Oh, step lightly now. Tread carefully. Quiet now, aren't they? Good. Very good. Quiet as a mouse now, aren't you? Impressive. You must be a very skilled thief. Or perhaps just a terrified one. Though I do hope you are not too cowardly. That makes the game much more boring. Still, it seems you're moving silently now. But, unfortunately for you, all your tiny little bipeds reek of filth. From cities, from swamps, from wherever you come from. And that, my dear little thief, is something you cannot hide from me. I smell you. Interesting. I do believe that is the stench of blood. Tell me, how many poor creatures did you slay up on your way up here, little knight? Did you leave a trail of carcasses in your wake, as nasty little humans tend to do? Are you here to slay me too? For honor? For glory? For gold? I've clearly no princess in my hoard in need of rescue. Though, that may change here momentarily now, won't it? Whatever your motive, you were foolish to come here. You cannot hide from me. Or perhaps this scent is your own blood. A wound, perhaps. Poor thing. The path here is dangerous for one so small and so very flightless. Regardless, you reek of it, and that makes you all that much easier to find. Are you here? Or perhaps over here? You can't hide from me for very long, little one. This is my home. I know every stone, every coin. There you are, little thief. There's no running away now. Come here. Oh, my. What a frightful little sword you've got there. Though you're not very threatening, knocked into the ground, you know. Have you any idea how rude it is to threaten someone in their own home? And that sword, woefully devoid of any blood now, isn't it? For a knight that traversed such dangerous terrain to reach here, that is an awfully clean blade. Did you sneak and hide your way up here, rather than fight or slaughter every creature you came across? Oh, you poor thing. I knew it was your own blood I was smelling. You're hurt, aren't you? You can barely hold up that sword of yours. Why don't we lessen that burden and get rid of that for you? There we go. You are so well-mannered to point that wretched thing at me, you know? This is my home, and you are a guest. Haven't you been taught any manners? Oh, don't look so terrified. As I said, aren't you a guest? Albeit uninvited. But can get a bit lonely up here. Not many beings or creatures often seek out friendly companionship with dragons. No, usually they are here to kill me for my gold, for glory, for something or another. And you likely were as well, were you not? Well, it matters not. Fortunately for you, little knight, I am in a very generous mood today. Which means, rather than frying you to a crisp or picking my teeth with your little bones, I'd simply prefer your company. Are you shaking? Oh, you poor little thing. I thought knights were supposed to be brave, fearless. Or perhaps it's your injury, exhaustion. Well, why don't I make you a bit more comfortable? You are my guest after all. Come here. Don't squirm. You'll hurt yourself more. Just let me pick you up. That's it. And just set you down right here beside me. There. Calm down. Calm down. I am not going to harm you. Now that you're without a weapon, you're no threat. Not that you were much of one even with that little sword. Why don't you keep me company for a while? You came into my home after all. Didn't you want to be a guest? After inviting yourself in, surely. Shh, shh. Hush, you feisty little thing. Stop skirming, or you'll make your injuries worse. Just relax here in my nest. That's it. I'm not going to harm you. Besides, I've already eaten today. Do not fret, little knight. Why don't you take some of that armor off? It looks dreadfully heavy and uncomfortable. It must be such a chore for your kind. Donning leather and steel and iron to protect your frail little bodies. Scales are so much more refined. No mere blade can pierce my hide, and the way they glisten is alluring, is it not? Shy, are you? Or frightened? Worry not. If I wanted to kill you, I would have done so already. You're no threat to me, so go ahead and get comfortable. Otherwise, you might get too hot with all that stuffy armor on. Surely you've noticed the heat radiating from my scales. I'd hate for you to get uncomfortable. Wouldn't you rather curl up and take a rest? Let those wounds of yours heal. That's it. Much better now, isn't it? My, that is a fine tunic you're wearing. Much lighter than all that heavy armor. Much cooler. Is that part of your nightly attire? Given to you by the castle guard, perhaps? Or something you've made yourself? It's a fine color. It matches my scales. It seems we already have something in common. A favorite color, perhaps. Well now, I won't keep you up. Rest your head, little knight. I will watch over you while you rest. No bloodthirsty creature is foolish enough to enter my domain. Except your kind, that is. Lay your head down. That's it. Rest here for a while. Let your aching muscles relax. Let go of all that stress and tension. No more fighting. No more running around. Just rest. For as long as your body needs. Don't worry, I won't crush you. I'm simply getting more comfortable. Curling my tail around. And I'll rest my head here beside you. That's much better, isn't it? You'll be safe here. Safe and warm. While you rest against my scales. No other of your kind has had the honor of resting in my nest, you know. This is truly a special occasion. Why? Because I do not sense any true danger from you. You are simply a lost, frightened soul, trying to find their way in this world, aren't you? It is fine. You are small, and your kind are often fragile. Fear is natural for all creatures. Yes, even dragons. But I feel no need to fear you, nor should you fear me. So long as your intentions are not harmful. So rest, little knight. Close your eyes and let your wounds heal. That's it. Such a good little pet. Just rest. Sleep. Close those heavy eyes. I will be here when you wake up to keep you safe and warm. No harm shall come to you, little knight, for I shall keep you safe. Good night, little knight.